Good morning, America. I want to share a story of faith. I got to. Are you ready for it? So, whenever we talk about God, there's one thing that I got from the Lord, and it's straight up. If it wasn't God, whatever you want to call God that you interact with, you want to say Jesus, that's what it is for me. It's Essa. If there's one thing that I've got, it's the ability to pause when somebody hits you. You naturally will respond to punch back. You know what I mean? Insert it into that fucking place where automatically, whatever would occur would be automatic. I got a moment of pause from the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, and every good thing that comes from that, I was just discussing it here with my boss, and he agreed wholeheartedly that he used to be very angry motherfucker. You see motherfucker just beating shit up, just pounding the fuck out of something that's like, especially when it's your shit and you destroy it, just in rage, in full fucking raging mode. How disempowering that is to be at the fucking whim of the lowest emotion of them all, anger, the most useless emotion that has in itself the ability to take over your whole fucking being, if not fucking grappled with. That pause, because it's so neutral, it's just a split second of neutrality, coolness in the heat of anger, whatever you want to say. But it exists in my life due to my own personal interaction with the Lord, whatever he is, whatever it is, whatever spirit is, whatever is transcendent of us, whatever part of myself is being reflected back and able to provide that service is a service to me, and it is very real. Now, I don't think that should intrude on any other person's beliefs. It makes me concerned for those that may not be a believer, that if they may have need of something like that, because of how drastically my life would be different. And I remember asking my dad, because my dad was a very angry motherfucker. He will beat the shit out of stuff. He's lost his fucking shit being angry so many times and just made a fucking fool of himself, throwing a fucking fit about nothing, ultimately nothing that's worth the fuck, nothing to even concern yourself with. I mean, most people could shake off half the shit, and he'd just be so pissed off and just so animated in that anger. You know? He told me that, I was like, you don't got to work on that? I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, that anger's, I mean, what's the point? What's the necessity of that? Does that really help to beat the shit? He gave me his old TV once because he beat the shit out of it because it didn't function right, and he told me, he's like, if you need to beat on it to if you get upset and pissed off, you can take this and beat on it. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it. I took it out in the front woods and did shit. I was like, no, I don't have to do it that way. I was like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, Dad, that's what I'm saying. That's not necessary for me. I don't need to do that. I said, and that's the Lord. That's the Lord's work in my life. You know, if I could use language in a different way to give it to another person that needs that, God, I mean, I would. But honestly, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to tell them. I say the Lord because it is the Lord. For me, that's the Lord. I don't know what the fuck I did here. I made a mistake. You made a fucking mistake, all right. I made a mistake. Hold on. Can I have my cowboy back? Can I have my camera, at least? Is that a no? I think they told you no. I don't agree. Now my cowboy's gone. It's gonna start me off on 0. And that's bullshit. Doesn't have to be this way. You should tell them. This thing isn't getting a good I love how it just pauses my face in the most unnatural of expressions. Oh, even better. Can I have my cowboy? It's like, no. Thank you. It's the pause, though. That moment to have that opportunity to choose, because your mind knows and has sensibility. Like, hey, this is senseless. If you go forward, you're on your own. And you're making senseless, dangerous moves. Saved my life. Saved my life. And knowing that you could at any time have something happen that your response to it would be so severe and so violent. I mean, that's not freedom. And the awareness of that, and you are aware of it. Don't think you're not, because you are. Anybody that's angry like that, violent, or has ever responded, snapped, lost their shit, excuse my expression, knows how powerful and how blessed it is to not experience that. So I'm not a slave to my anger anymore. I'm not subject to my own reactivity. And if that's the one thing that spirituality or just having a higher connection to something more powerful than myself, if that's all I'm left with, I want to give that credit where the credit is due. So that's what this is. Please like, share, and subscribe. I want to try to do the service for other people and focus in on it and make it the best fucking thing I can do.